think
We on?
Yeah. Yes. Ready, steady, go.
You've got to ask me what we're talking about today.
Sorry, what are we talking about today, John?
Pulls. We're talking about pulls today. We're going to talk about 3 different types of pull. People ask me if they should use pulling straps, that's why I'm putting pulling straps on. And yes, you should use pulling straps, You save your funds. You probably won't injure them, but it's not a, you can do, but it's not a grip strength test or grip endurance test. We're supposed to be, when we do pulls, we're trying to make our back and legs stronger basically, like half the rest, well, 90% of the rest of weightlifting. So yeah, wear some pulling straps. They're a bit of a pain up the backside at first, and you get used to putting them on and it becomes just easy. So although they're fiddly, like tiny shoelaces or whatever at first, they're a bit of a pest. You just get totally used to them and they're essential for doing heavy pulls. A pull, if I just write pull in my club programming, I just write snatch pull or clean pull. I'm going to do all snatch pulls today, but the same goes for clean pulls. I just mean that we're going from the floor to a shrug. That's all I mean. We might end up with a little bit of arm bend at the top, but that is just taking that speed off the bar so that we don't have to go and hurt our heads. So that's just, I'm not pulling with my arms, just a normal pull. We're just trying to get here with plenty of acceleration. The heavier the pulls get, the more I find that people tend to get pulled out of position. And if you find you're pulling, you're ending up leaning over the bar, stuff like that, you need to look earlier in the pull and see how your position is. It's usually staying over. It's usually because you haven't got your knees far enough back here, so it doesn't allow you to get here and you don't get to finish. So one of the main things you want to do with pulls is aim for them to look like your lifts. So if they're not looking like your lifts, then you need to look at why that is and maybe don't put quite so much weight on the bar. We want good position, good position. So if I just write pull in my program, that's what I mean, just a pull to here. If I write high pull in my programs, just saying, pulling straps are easier now, I'm lost with mine. If I write high pull in my programs, we're trying to hit exactly the same position as in a normal pull. But then we're continuing with the arms to pull up. So hopefully, we just extend up, continue with the arms. So now, I'm making a real effort to get here. But the important thing is, we're still passing through that position. We don't want to pull early with our arms or any of that. We're passing through that position and then finish off. Oh, this is exhausting today. The good thing about high pulls, some people don't like them because they worry that you never end up here in a lift, which is true, you don't end up in a lift, but I've never done a lift and been confused about whether I'm doing a high pull or not. And the same with a pull. I've never done a pull and accidentally gone under it and thought, oh, I wasn't snatching, you know what you're doing. And the good thing is, these muscles that pull a bar up here high are exactly the same muscles that pull you under a bar in a snatch or a clean, same thing. So high pulls work these muscles in your shoulders, a little bit of bicep I would have thought, but mainly your shoulders here, that keep pulling the bar up, and they're the same muscles that pull you under. So we want to get to this position here, we want to hold that position and finish off with our arms. That's a high pull. The last pull I'm going to cover, because I like flat-footed pulls as well, but they're a little bit different, you don't pass through exactly the same position, is what people like to call panda pulls these days, is where you just add, you try and simulate going under the bar at the top of the lift basically. And I'm possibly going to do a bit of a rubbish one now. I should have practiced before I've done this, shouldn't I really? But when you see panda pulls written down, we get to the top of the pull and then we dip ourselves down a little bit. Top of the pull, dip ourselves down a bit. I possibly need a bit more weight because I weigh more than 40 kilos, so that's not much to pull against. We're still, these are even, it's not more important, but it's easier to make the mistake. The first pull's just pulls, a standard what I think no one can really go too far wrong with. High pulls, you can start using arms a bit early. I was going to say danger, but it's not dangerous. The risk with panda pulls is that you don't finish. You get here and dip, exactly the same as the high pull. We want to get here and then do our little pull under. And I would recommend checking that on video. We don't want to be doing just a short pull so we can think, yeah, I really work the going under the bar well. We want to get here and here, just like a regular pull, and then we dip, and then the timing's the same as it would be in a lift. Similar to high pulls, we're working these muscles that pull you under a bar fast, and we're working in the same coordination as we would in a lift. So I would say they're probably my favourite type of pull, but only if you do them well. If you make mistakes, they're worse than doing regular pulls by quite a way, because you're not actually, this is the most important thing. Getting here fast is the most important thing. The other bits and bobs for high or panda is like the icing on the cake. So they're like the three main type of pulls that we would do down here, and just little bits of reasons why you would do different ones. They're all good. But I'm too tired to speak anymore.
You sound like a man that's hit himself in the throat with the bar recently.
I want to be a WF wrestler.